What is going on, everybody? What is up? Happy Monday to you all. It is finally Monday, July 1st, 2024. June is now a thing of the past. And oh boy, what's that thing? 4th of July is almost here, like 3 days from now. It's been a crazy last couple of days, if you will. I turned 34. For those of you that weren't aware. But what's going on, everyone? This is Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. As always, I'm Steve. This right here is Big Mike. What's going on, brother?
Not much. It's gonna be soon. Michael's Day. I'm calling it Michael's Month.
Whoa, whoa,
In
whoa, whoa,
12
whoa, whoa,
days.
whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Yeah, that could be a PLE, Mike's Day, ATP gaming special.
No. It's I'm selfish. It's my day only. I ain't sharing it with nobody. In 12 days, I'll turn 29. So
29, bro. Holy shit, bro.
yep.
29. 29. That's crazy, bro. What I would give to be 29 again, bro. I kid you, for real.
Bro, it was a few years ago.
I'm 34, dude.
Yeah, I know you're
In case
34.
you don't remember, in case you forgot, like, you know what it is, right?
4 times in the past 3 days that you turned 34.
But you know what it is, bro. The moment you hit 30, it's just downhill. It's just downhill. It's, you know what?
No, it's gonna be uphill for me. All that downhill shit don't make sense.
Trickipedia right here. Good Lord, 29. I'm gonna be 45 next month. You're 45. No way. Ain't no way. You're 45. What's going on, Brandon Brown? Been a channel member now for the last 6 months. What's up, everybody? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you, man. Hope you had a good weekend. It was fun though. Overall, it was a fun weekend for me. My coworker took me out to breakfast on Friday. I had was it 4 or 5 mimosas? Yeah, so that was fun. And then yesterday, my cousin took me out. It's a sushi spot, right? But basically, how it is, the sushi comes on a conveyor belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you place your order on a tablet, right? And it comes on a conveyor belt and it stops at your table. So let's say you order a drink, they'll have the little robot come to your table with the drink. Basically, the vibe is imagine if you were in Japan. Basically, that's sort of like the vibe of the whole thing, which is pretty cool. So that was fun. That was yesterday, by the way, and it rained. It rained like crazy out here the last couple of days. So there was that too. There was that, and also as far as the wrestling world goes, and I guess also MMA world, because there was UFC 303 that went down this past Saturday. Alex Pereira, Poatan knocked out Jiri Prochazka again. So Chama, if you will, Chama. And also on this past Friday, there was SmackDown, which we'll get into in just a little bit here. Live from MSG, sold out event. I didn't go, being that there was Copa America going around, there was Euros, so there was that too. And of course, there was Forbidden Door last night. Forbidden Door, which myself, you were there, Walter was there, Justin was there. We all did a watch. Chase was there also halfway through it. He got in. Romeo was there too. We did a watch along on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And and then to think there's another pay-per-view coming up this weekend, but there's 2 pay-per-views coming up this week, 2 PLEs coming up this weekend, Mike.
Okay.
Hope you're ready for that.
We'll see.
Do you know what it is?
No.
In the Money in the Bank.
Okay. Well, you won't be watching that either.
Live from Toronto, live from the 6.
You'll be in Virginia, so you won't be watching that either.
And it's heat wave, so I will not be watching. So I'll be in Virginia this Friday. I'm heading out to Virginia. It's my cousin's. Is him and his wife. It's their wedding. It's their anniversary, but they want to throw a party, and it's an all white party.
What do you think he is, Jeff Bezos?
Like
On
Ricky
these white
Rose,
parties?
Ricky Rose, huh? And so there's that. There's a send the link. I'm gonna send Chase the link here. I'm gonna send him the link.
Because honestly, you ain't gonna get much from me today because this
I
show
can imagine, bro.
really.
You've been gone, bro. You've been out of the loop on a lot of things, huh? You've been out of.
I know some stuff, but it is what it is. Give me a sec, okay?
You've been out of the loop on things, huh? Okay. Chase, check it now. Check it now, Chase. Check it now. But nevertheless, we'll get into all the stuff from AEW and all that stuff as well. Let me see what you guys wrote in the chat here. Chicken Peter writes, yep, Steve. Everyone is shocked. I love that it's my girlfriend. That my girlfriend says I put all the younger guys to shame. Hey, brother. Yeah, we have NXT and WWE both shows this weekend, which I love. Awesome, bro. Sadly, I won't be watching it live. I'll be watching the replay because I'll be in Virginia. What's up, gang? Swerve. This is from Chief. What's going on, Chief? What's up, gang? Swerve versus Osprey was worth $50. No buyer's remorse from me. You know what? You won't get a complaint from me either. Here's the difference, though. You paid $50. I paid $20. Thanks to my cousins from Peru hooking me up with the UK link, if you will. But it's a lot to get into. A lot to get into. Safed was actually at the historic Madison Square Garden for SmackDown. That's what's up, bro. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good one. And Jake Mack writes here, oh, okay, Mike, why do you have Jack Perry as your picture?
Because I want to.
He loves Jack. You should have seen him yesterday. He was celebrating. Jack Perry won the ladder match. Oh, bro, he was. I'm kidding.
I don't know where. You was asleep most of the time, so you probably dreamt that I was.
Yeah, I was. It finally got out. Only bad thing is they should have waited for Wembley for Swerve versus Reigns. Swerve versus Osprey. Yeah, no. You know what I mean? The bloodline turning on Paul Heyman is literally Peru football team crushing Steven's heart in a nutshell every time they play. Don't get me started on that. I want to forget Saturday night. Peru losing Argentina. I want to act like it never happened. I want to act like Peru participating in La Copa America didn't happen. Okay? Didn't happen. I want to believe that Argentina and Canada were given buys. You know what I mean? That's what I want to believe. They were given a buy. You know what I mean? To go on to the next round. Okay?
I mean, honestly, the way you talk about your national team, did you even think that they had a shot anyway?
No. But here's the thing about
then why even be disappointed?
Because it's depressing, bro. You gotta understand something, bro. To be Peruvian, it means to suffer. That's what it means, bro. That's what it means. Only complaint was too many matches. Felt like WrestleMania before 2 nights. Yeah, some people felt that way. Some people felt like
that's every AEW show, though. I'm used to it now.
That's true. That is every single AEW show. But you know what, though? I felt like last night's show was it didn't feel long.
No.
It literally ended at midnight, which surprised me.
Which is good.
I was expecting 1 a.m. Now, here's the thing about it. I was thinking about going. I thought about it, right? I'm like, should I go or not? Thankfully, I don't mean to say this in a bad way either. I didn't go. Because quite honestly, again, I said this before, I wasn't trying to do an hour and change drive from where I'm at to Long Island. I wasn't trying to do that. And then to literally haul ass out of the building and drive back, it wasn't going to happen. It was not going to. And I also factor in last night over here, it rained. to factor that into, Um, but outside of that, hold up. The sooner SD is off Fox, the better. Censorship is done. It's overdone by the network. I know a lot of people were complaining about that. A lot of people were not happy about the censoring and that stuff. And I just really think
we're going to USA.
I know that, but I just feel like at this point, it's Fox is being dicks to WWE. All right, listen, we're not going to renew you guys. So F y'all. We're going to do what we want to do. And you have to deal with it until September, basically. And here we're also now joined by the good brother from beautiful California, the one, the only Chase Oliver. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, Steve.
I know you were actually there at Vegas for UFC 303.
Yeah.
You had a good time?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I could tell, bro. Oh, you also got to experience your Copa America?
Yeah. Went to Brazil versus Paraguay, 4-1. Really good match.
Okay. That's what's up, brother. Get to see Neymar?
No Neymar. Saw a lot of Neymar jerseys, but no Neymar.
Okay. Feel that. I'm not sorry. This is from Safa. I'm not sorry for cursing the Pacers out. I mean, last night.
Sorry either.
Last night they were cursing out the Celtics.
I wouldn't be sorry for that neither. I was kind of enjoying that too.
Chris Leclerc writes here: the Golden State Warrior dynasty is over after Klay Thompson goes to Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Damn. How long has he been with the team? How long has it been?
Since 2011.
Oh wow. Leave the memories alone, huh?
Yeah.
Memories alone. Tricky Peter writes here: they immediately blacked out screens as soon as Solo asked to acknowledge him, and even dropped audio on YouTube after Heyman table bump. And I'm like, come on, Fox. You've shown worse. Like I said, bro. Like I said, they at this point they know that WWE they're not renewing SmackDown. They're leaving in September. They're ending this whole thing, and obviously SmackDown's going to USA Network. So for them, it's like whatever. We're gonna do what we're gonna do what we want to do, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Basically, that's just how it is. So outside of that, I mean, let's get into this. Let's get into Forbidden Door from last night. AEW's third installment of the event. This time they added CMLL and Stardom to their programming here. The show went live from the UBS Arena in Long Island, New York. The attendance was 11,477, and per cage match, out of 10, they rated this show an 8.10. Overall, I've always said this about AEW. When it comes to their TV shows, let's be honest, they tend to always be swings and a miss for the most part. But the one thing I'll say, to their credit, that they deliver on the pay-per-views. The pay-per-views, they always fucking deliver. I thought last night's show was pretty good, to be honest. What about you guys?
Thought it was all right. I mean, I wasn't invested in any match because I haven't watched AEW in 3 weeks. So it's kind of hard to be like, ooh, but it was a good show.
Fair enough. Chase, what about you, man?
It was passable. I thought it was all right.
Okay. Alrighty. Passable show. Good. Let us know in the chat as well. Safar writes here, last night was a great show. Yeah, that's cool. Let's get into this, shall we? So they opened the show up with MJF versus Hechicero. I mean, let's be honest here. Did you really think MJF was losing to Hechicero in Long Island? No, was not the case at all. I mean, the match was fine for an opener, but let's be serious here. Again, did you really think Hechicero was going to lose to MJF? No, that wasn't going to happen. Anything y'all want to add to this?
I didn't see the match, so I don't know.
All righty.
It was very disappointing because I know Hechicero can do better. It just felt like, MJF was just kind of there to play the notes, and then Hechicero was just there to take the notes. And that was it.
That's fair. From there, we did have the 6-man tag, the Elite of Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Okada versus the team of Hiroshi Tanahashi and the Acclaimed of Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. I just thought, again, seeing Okada and Tanahashi back in the ring. I know there's that joke I said a while back. Hey, you see in one match, you see them all, but it's nostalgia too. It's just nostalgia.
Yeah.
It took me back to 2013, 2014, when those two guys were tearing the house down in New Japan.
Yeah.
It took me back to their Wrestle Kingdom matches, both Wrestle Kingdom 9 and 10.
Yeah.
When all that stuff. So it's cool to see for what it was. Max Caster did a rap at the beginning of the show, referenced Joe Biden. Got a little pop out of people for what it is, but I thought this match was okay for what it was, and the Elite did pick up the W here. Again, they are going to be the team that will be representing. I guess they are representing Team Elite. Obviously, they're going to be in that Blood and Guts match, so you want to give them some momentum. I don't think they're winning the Blood and Guts match, but time will tell. What do you guys think about it, Chase? What do you think about the match?
It was fine. Like it was just like a basic 6-man tag that they were the basic trios match. The Young Bucks did what they normally do. Okada looked fine. Tanahashi looked a little bit better than he has in recent weeks. I really don't care for the Acclaimed wrestling so much, unless like they're playing as the underdogs in a big match, and they weren't really playing the underdogs in the big match here. So it was fine though. It definitely wasn't bad. It was just a fine matchup.
For sure. Chris Leclerc writes here, I didn't care about the Chris Jericho match because I took a shower during the Jericho match. Hey, some people took a bathroom break. Some people, went to if you're in the building, you probably went to concessions. Bought yourself a beer, got a hot dog, chicken tenders, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So you weren't the only one that kind of felt that way, I guess. From there we had Bryan Danielson versus Shingo Takagi. I thought this was a very, very fun match here. This is for the Owen Hart tournament, the quarterfinal match here. The Rampage Dragon versus the American Dragon. I know they had a match many, many years ago. This is before Bryan even signed with the Fed. And we all know, like, if you watch New Japan, right, you would know how good Shingo is for what he does, right? Former champion, all that stuff. I thought it was funny, the little digs that Nigel was throwing on commentary, how, Bryan's been in this company now for 3 years, hasn't won a title yet and all that stuff. And for the most part, again, it was a good back and forth. It's crazy to think that Bryan's been through all these injuries and all that stuff that he's been through, and he's still going at the same level. He's still going at the same pace. But when it was all said and done, Bryan did pick up the W. And he advances to the next round. I think I saw the graphic early in the day on Twitter. He is facing Pac this Wednesday. So on Dynamite. Chase, go on, Mike. I'm sorry.
Outside of this match, is there any other really good match from the tournament that's happened?
I guess
has everything just been here and there?
Claudio and Pac.
Ray Phoenix and Jay White was pretty good.
That too.
Okay. Well, I thought that match was pretty good. Probably match of the night for me. I thought
sure.
Danielson did a really good job. Shingo did a really good job too. So I enjoyed that match.
Chase, anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, it was great. Definitely my second best match of the night, but this was a great match for sure. I really enjoyed Danielson and Shingo. For sure. Again, let us know in the chat your thoughts on these matches as we talked about them as well. Let us know as well. From there, we had the women's world title match. We had Timeless Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. Funny enough, you have Mariah May in the corner of both women. The same Mariah May who won her qualifying match in the Owen Hart's women's tournament in the 0 hour against Saraya.
I didn't get to watch the 0 hour. Did not get to watch it. Or just to give you all the heads up on that. The match itself, for what it was okay. Again, the idea is that, hey, here's Toni Storm, and the whole thing is she's wrestling Mina Shirakawa, and they both have some type of connection to Mariah May, right? And the match, for what it was, I mean, again, it was a solid match. Toni Storm did pick up the W at the end, and we all got that image at the end where the three of them kiss in the middle of the ring and got a pop out of everybody. You saw Nigel crying on commentary.
Funniest part of that post match. Funny.
It was
so funny.
like,
that was
that reaction. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Like if you watched the media scrum after, like they did like a whole dance routine, all that stuff, and you saw Toni Storm reciting "America the Beautiful." She even dressed up as Statue. She even dressed up at the Statue of Liberty as her entrance for this match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's that as well. Chase, your thoughts on this match?
I really liked it. I thought it was good. You know, Toni Storm, she's been one of the best acts in AEW just in general. So, you know, in ring-wise, we always knew she had it. And then she grabs this character, and it's just been really, really good. And her and Mina put on what would probably be the most underrated match of the night, in my opinion. I think a lot of people won't give this match a lot of love and shine, especially with the other women's match that happened near the end. Post-match was wonderful to see. Three really attractive women just kissing. I loved it. It was just really fun post-match. But yeah, no, I've been really liking what they've been doing with Toni Storm, with Mariah May. It's going to make their upcoming match most likely at Wembley, unless like that Willow pulls up a huge upset into Owen, which is possible. It's Willow Nightingale, so she is someone that could win in the tournament as well over Mariah. But yeah, I really think it will lead to a good matchup between these three women, between Mariah May and Toni Storm down the line. So I liked it. I liked the story they've been telling with them.
Mike, anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, piggyback off of what Chase said, you know, the match was good. The thing I had a thought too. That's crazy. I literally had a whole little spiel, but it just left. We can move on.
1 second here. Do you want to say something? Oh, we're good. And here joining us too here is Walter. What's going on, buddy?
Going on, you know, I watched the show last night, so why not?
Yes, you did. Oh yeah, Walter Dom is here. We'll get into that in a little bit. Walter Dom is here.
Oh man.
So, anything you want to add? So we're talking about the whole Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa match. Anything you want to add to this?
I enjoyed it for what it was, especially the post-match stuff.
I think
we all got that in common.
I think we all common.
No complaints from me.
Of course not. No complaints. Why would we complain? But come on, we have no reason to complain. No reason at all, guys. Moving on here, you had Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy. This is again the whole New Japan versus AEW thing here as well. It was a fine match. What shocked me, and I'll be honest with you, again, Orange Cassidy, you know, we talk about, you know, Orange Cassidy being Super Cena, right? He beats everybody, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going at this, all right, you know, he's going to beat Zack Sabre Jr.
Really?
That's what I thought going. I'm like, you know what? It's Orange Cena. He beats everybody, right? I was wrong. Zack Sabre Jr. literally had Orange Cassidy like a pretzeled up. No diddy. And Orange Cassidy verbally yelled he gives up. But again, it was a fine back and forth match. Like, again, Orange Cassidy, we know he can go. You watch him on the television shows or on the weekly shows, you know he can go. But when it's the pay-per-view, he just goes to that next level. But he lost. Yeah, but did not expect that. Did not expect that. You know, if I had to place a parlay last night on this, Orange Cassidy would have fucked up the whole parlay. You know, but anything y'all want to add to this?
It was a good match. I mean, I always like seeing Zack Sabre Jr. show his grappling prowess on people. It's amazing what this dude can do. Twist and turn people is crazy, but I thought it was a good one.
Jace Walter?
I thought the match was, I'll say it was good for sure. Orange Cassidy, we know how he could go, and Zack Sabre, I mean, like Mike said, one of the best technical wrestlers out there. So, I can't say I'm shocked to see Orange Cassidy lose by submission because, duh, I thought Zack Sabre would get like one of those roll up wins. Not gonna lie. So kind of interesting. I was kind of a little surprised that Orange Cassidy basically tapped out. So.
Indeed. Chase, anything want to add to this?
No, everyone said what I thought about the match. Just, Zack Sabre Jr. is really good. Orange Cassidy is really good. They put on what it was a good match. That's it.
Fair enough. Moving on here. We had another 6-man tag. We had Hook, Katsuyori Shibata, Samoa Joe versus the learning tree of Big Bell, Chris Jericho, and Jeff Cobb. Yeah, this match was not it for me. This match was just let me find the clip here. This match.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
To sum it all up, all you need to know here, bro, listen, a lot of people walked, were in the building, went to get their drinks. Some people went to the bathroom. Some people went to smoke a cigarette. Some people got their food. Walter,
that's the word you got?
What?
You're talking about in general. I thought you meant the venue.
No, in general, like the venue, you go get your drink, go to the bathroom. But in general, people got up.
Well, what's wrong with me getting food? Why you had to call my name out like that?
Sorry, I apologize. I apologize. Pow. I'm sorry. Okay. Chris Jericho was not for me. Happy birthday to your mom, Chris. Happy birthday to my mom. Happy birthday to your mother. Hope she's having a wonderful birthday.
B-Day.
Miss Mama Leclerc.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Chris Jericho, please retire already. Just the thing at the end, Hook beats Jericho with the Judas effect.
Elbow was terrible.
The most it's like watching someone dance for the first time. You know what I mean? Like there's that one person in the group of friends who can't dance, right? And when they try to dance, they're stiff, right? They have no rhythm at all, right? That was Hook hitting the Judas effect on Chris Jericho. The fact that Jericho didn't even sold it like it was the most devastating move in wrestling.
Yeah.
And got pinned 1, 2, 3.
Is it technically like the Judas effect is like a back fist, and he basically did like a back elbow?
Not necessarily, because it's always the idea that when he spins, he hits the elbow.
He hits the elbow.
Yeah, okay. So J Mac writes here. Hi guys. LOL. I'm sorry. I love the learning tree. There's some who do.
You are in the very minority.
What's going on with the Jericho hate? He can still go. I mean, yeah, if the bell rings, he can still go. I mean, and anyone can still go. You know what I mean? It's the instinct.
It's just what he gives us in between. Yeah, he can still wrestle, but he's just throwing every gimmick at the wall, hoping that it sticks.
Yeah.
And this learning tree shit is not sticking.
It's not. It was worse. The thing is, too, like, it would be cool if Jericho took some time off from AEW TV.
Or just just be Chris Jericho. You don't have to be a gimmick. You don't have to be Lionheart, Demo God, the Ocho. any
Well,
of those just beat Chris Jericho. That's it. You
I
don't
guess
gotta
so.
be.
I
You
just
don't gotta
think
be nothing
I
extra.
just think it's the old school in him. Like, yeah, he has to be a gimmick, whether it's Lionheart, whether it's like you said, the Ocho, Le Champion, right? He just can't help himself. He needs to be a gimmick. He just can't be Chris Jericho in 2024. Because again, there's some people who just don't like him at all, but that's no here or there. But nevertheless, Hook pins the FTW champion. I'm pretty sure they'll have a match somewhere down the line. So there's that.
Again.
Do y'all want to move on from this, or y'all just want to?
Please.
Okay. Let's move on from this. I love how we're going to talk about this match, and Walter just stepped aside here.
Just like yesterday.
Yeah, Jack Perry versus Dante Martin versus El Fantasma versus Konosuke Takeshita versus Leo Rush and versus the Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe in a ladder match for the vacant, and by the way, cage match misspelled vacant, for the vacant TNT Championship. Would y'all say this is like one of the most risky ladder matches y'all seen in a long time? Based on the spot, based on what they were doing.
Honestly, I thought this was pretty regular. To be honest with you, it had a few crazy spots, but we've seen crazier. I'm sure we've seen crazier ladder spots, like in ladder matches.
I'm not gonna lie to you, because Dante Martin was in this match, I was worried about him. Every time he did a spot, I'm like, please be careful. Please don't fuck up your leg. Please don't fuck up your leg. There was that spot where he's like climbing the ladder and they push the ladder to the side. You see him like hold his leg. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. Mark Briscoe, again, who's the Ring of Honor World Champion, climbed to the top of the ladder. And I think it was Jack Perry who was laying there, right? Yeah, I guess on the table. And he does a dive from the top of the ladder. This ladder has to have been high as shit for what it is, right? And he lands on Jack Perry, but the table doesn't break.
Yeah.
And you would have thought for a second there that he probably blew his knees out. The way he landed.
It's not funny, but
I know it's not, but still, like, it's like,
it's just the way he said it.
Not again. Like, just not again. I mean, going into this, you kind of knew, like, yeah, bro, this is gonna be Jack Perry's title at the end of the night. And it was. Jack Perry did pick up the W. He did pick up the win. He is now the new TNT champion for AEW. And of course, now TNT Drama, they did update their profile. Because normally when the title changes hands, they're quick on it to update their profile on Twitter. They'll put so-and-so is our champion. But yes, Jack Perry is now the TNT champion as expected. Now, to come out of this match, there was a report regarding Leo Rush. He did suffer an injury during the match to the point where I guess Beyond Wrestling had to put out a statement because I guess he was booked for the show for the 4th of July weekend, and he can't wrestle now because of his injury. So this is what they wrote. Leo Rush suffered an injury during tonight's ladder match and will no longer be able to compete against Aaron Rourke at the Americana this Thursday on the 4th of July at White Eagle in Worcester. We are working to find a suitable replacement. So he did suffer some type of injury. It sucks because, again, he just came back to AEW. I know this is what he just posted literally 15 hours ago. It's from Leo Rush's Twitter, by the way. I'm not suffering, but man, I am in some pain. What a night, what a match. I'll be back for more. Thanks to everyone for riding with me on this journey through the Forbidden Door. I'm good, guys. Couple of ice baths and I'll be straight. I appreciate the concern. So it looks like he won't need surgery or anything like that, but he's in, some sort of pain. from the looks of it. Chief Race here. Looks like Leo Rush is going to retire for the 10th time. It's possible. I mean, how long do you think this run will go?
Well, it's
Not that
like
long.
every other Leo Rush run. He fucking wrestles, makes money, blows his money on a stupid project, comes back and wrestles. Who cares?
Yeah.
The guy's worst enemy is himself when it comes to like why he's not a bigger star or why he's not, because he does stuff that is just like, okay, like look, certain things, yes, like, oh, I don't want to carry bags, that's fine, I'm with you on that, Leo Rush. But then all these other projects you try to do a music career, you try to do this, you ask us to support money into this and stuff. Anytime things don't go your way, you act childish. It's on you. Like, I hate to break it to you, it's on you. Like, respect that your grind and your hustle, but ultimately when you retire all but the time, you say I'm done with the business, and then you come back. We know you're coming back just for the fucking money. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fair enough, Chase.
That is put perfectly.
Yes, it is. And I love how we're talking about this match, and the guy who said somebody might get hurt in this match is not even here right now. Walter.
No, he said that Dante Martin was going to get hurt. He
But
didn't get hurt, but
someone,
y'all put the bad juju on him for everything else in the match, and unfortunately, it landed upon Leo Rush.
From there, we got Mercedes Moné and Stephanie Vaquer for the both the TBS title and the New Japan Strong Women's title match. I thought this match was fine for what it was. I did get to rewatch it for what it was, and I'll be honest here. Stephanie Vaquer is amazing. She was probably the most impressive out of the two. And again, it kind of goes back to the fact that Mercedes doesn't wrestle. She's not as active as she once was. I know there's people who have this whole thing where Mercedes has creative control, right? And all that stuff. I think people kind of went overboard with it a little bit.
No, I just want to say this. Everyone was saying, oh, look, I'm okay if you want to post a Hulk Hogan meme with the TNA theme song. That's fine. That's funny. But if you really think that she has full-on creative control like this, that would be absolutely insane. New Japan was going to give her this fucking belt anyways. This was going to be the Mercedes belt. That anyone who was a champion was always a placeholder until she came. There's a reason why Mercedes is in the TBS title scene, because they don't want to give her the world title, so she's going to be the TBS champion. Like wrestling fans are the most fucking stupidest people I've ever met in my life. Like, just fucking do research. Just fucking pay attention. It's not that hard, but you're fucking stupid. Like, look, if you want to post a Hulk Hogan meme, that's totally fine. But everything else, man, just fucking stupid. Absolutely stupid. Like, I swear, man, I have no patience to hear all and also too. If you want to make Mercedes happy, yeah, sure, give her creative control. That's the only way you're going to make her happy, right? Is you just give her creative control. Fine. If Tony Khan does it, who cares? It's his company at the end of the day. What do we know? We're sitting in the fucking chairs talking about it. We're not fucking there. Who knows? They want to keep Mercedes away from WWE. Giving her creative control is the way to do it. So be it. Who cares? Doesn't affect us at the end of the day. Because if you're complaining about this, that means you're a Mercedes hater. Then why are you watching her if you're a fucking hater? Just look, you're watching her as a performer. If you like her as a performer, fine. Who cares? If Mercedes doesn't do the jobs, we can make the memes moving forward. That's totally fine. But for people over analyzing it is so stupid. So fucking stupid. It's a headache.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I agree with that too. Walter, anything you want to add to this, bro?
I don't like how you're trying to blame me for people's injuries. I did only say Dante Martin. I did only say Dante. Did not say Leo Rush. He's always gone anyway. Doesn't matter. But in terms of this match, we're talking about this match, right? Or we're talking about
Mercedes we're talking about this match.
Yeah, Mercedes.
Well, the match itself, it was good. A couple slip ups, but I thought it. Mercedes did her thing, Stephanie as well, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, are we surprised she has some type of creative type of control? No, but I don't think it's that serious. Like, I
I
think
don't
at the
think
end
so
of the day,
either. I don't think so.
everything runs through Tony Khan. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be just you think he's gonna give up his
I,
whole
I, I
farm for
I just the way I think it
Mercedes?
is
Come on.
the way I think it is like, yo, she will go to Tony with an idea, and Tony will listen to her because fuck, it's Mercedes
Yeah.
Moné. Of course, you're gonna listen to her, right? Well, everyone else, they'll have issues trying to get it. Because we heard stories, we all heard stories for a while now that people have ideas for Tony, and Tony is hard to reach, right? Hard to find, whatever the case may be. But be that Mercedes Moné, right? Where she's been, what she's done over the years, she has that connection to Tony, and Tony will listen, and Tony will agree or disagree with everything that Mercedes will pitch to her, will pitch to him. So there's that. I mean, again, Mercedes Moné did pick up the W at the end of the day. She is now she's now a champ, right? Holding both the TBS title and the New Japan Strong Women's title. And then, mind you, during this match, they were chanting Celtics suck and they were booing Mercedes. Like, Mercedes kind of kept it like, yeah, I'm getting booed in this match. I'm getting booed. And the match was over, and next thing we see is the return of Britt Baker. The return of Britt Baker. DMD got the whole pyro. Just was on the stage staring at Mercedes, and that was it. I was expecting, like, her getting face to face with her in the ring, something like
time
that.
Constraint, pal. Come on.
Yeah, it was. Now, there was a backstage interview that they posted for their social medias and all that stuff, and Britt Baker will be at Dynamite this Wednesday. She has a lot to say. So
I bet she does.
So
Pipe bomb promo.
Who knows? I mean, time will tell, Walter. Time will tell if we do get a pipe bomb of some sort by Britt Baker, DMD. So we'll see. But again, I was impressed by Stephanie Vacour. I was impressed. I hope they bring her back. We did have Tetsuya Naito versus Jon Moxley for the IWGP World Title. Jon
What's
Moxley.
that reaction?
Jon Moxley just did not give a fuck, bro. He did not give a fuck, bro. Yeah, that's basically what it came down to. Jon Moxley just, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And it felt like there was a moment in the match where Naito literally dropped Moxley on his head.
He did.
He did. But I feel like it got to a point like, yeah, I have to literally now do this to get your fucking attention. And then hit the Destino. But this match, honestly, like, it wasn't as good as their first match in Japan. My bad, in Chicago a while back. I would have been shocked. Had Moxley retained. But I did hear that the stipulation too was if Naito didn't win, he would give his G1 spot to Jon Moxley. Now we all know Tony Khan is not going to allow Jon Moxley to go away for a month in Japan and compete in the G1. It's just not going to happen at all.
I don't think so.
No.
Would you let Jon Moxley wrestle the G1?
He already got the title. He already had the title. That's the favor we're doing for New Japan. No, he comes back to AEW. You're right.
So yeah, that's what's happening here.
You already got Takeshita. You don't need anyone.
Yeah, you got Takeshita. I mean, let him go out for a month.
Yeah.
Let Eddie Kingston go out there for a month when he did last year. But Jon Moxley, that's not gonna happen, buddy. No. Anything I want to add to Chase? Big Mike, anything you want to add to this?
I was disappointed in Naito in this match. Naito's supposed to be the last big star of New Japan. Okada left. Tanahashi's now president. Naito just looked absolutely atrocious in this match to me. For a world title performance, like, I know a lot of people will say, oh, well, have you seen Tana wrestle? Like, yes, I've seen Tana wrestle. I'm not trying to argue that. What I'm trying to say, if I was someone that just strictly watched all elite wrestling, and you told me this guy Naito is the world champion in one of their big draws from New Japan, I would say I am not watching that company. It looks really bad because that's one of your top guys is this guy Naito. He did not look good in this match. I know Naito can still go. We've seen him be able to still go. He's actually put on better matches than with John Moxley than what we saw last night. Last night was just pathetic. Well, pathetic performance by Naito, in my opinion. And honestly, it was one of the worst matches I've seen this year. It was pretty bad in terms of war. And I'm adding in, like, I know a lot of people say, oh, what about this? I'm like, you gotta understand, when it's a world title match, this is one of your second featured highest matches on the card. That right there should not be a match that is that bad. It was bad to me. It just nothing I could get connected with it. Naito, he can still wrestle, and I'm sure, like in this G1, he's gonna bounce back. He's gonna have a lot of good performances. I'm sure of that. I'm sure he's gonna have a great Wrestle Kingdom match. I'm not denying that Naito can still go. I am just saying for this match right here, Naito looked absolutely horrible, and it did not look like a match like Moxley was Moxley. Like, you know, what else are you gonna ask for John Moxley? He does what he normally does. But Naito, you expected him to do a lot of the bulk load in the match, and it just felt he was half-assing most of it. So yeah, man, Naito just looked horrible. I just did not like this match at all.
Fair enough. Thank you, Venom. Happy birthday, Steve. Thank you, appreciate that. All we need back is Jamie Hayter from Chris LeClaire, and Naito is getting old. I guess you're trying to say Naito. I mean, he's getting.
He's had good matches this year, though.
I mean,
the match
maybe
wasn't that bad.
Maybe it's because he got the lack of effort from Moxley. It sort of turned him off in the match, so he gave the lack of effort back.
Well, I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. 70 Vacar looks miles ahead of Mercedes last night. Definitely see the Fed trying to snatch her up when her contract is up with CMLL.
Yeah, she looked like the veteran last night.
She did.
I mean, it was kind of crazy. And Mercedes wasn't like washed or anything, but it felt like, oh shit.
Of course, absolutely. So. Yeah,
she's definitely getting some calls.
Yes, and then we got the main event. Oh boy, Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland, man, for the world title. It was beautiful. It was, honestly, if you order, like, if there's one thing on the show you should go back and watch for sure, like two things. Stand back, right? Is the Brian and Shingo match, right? And then the main event. You got your money's worth. You got your fucking money's worth. These two guys, and again, I know it's kind of weird that the fact, they're doing this match now. This should have been a Wembley Stadium match and all that stuff. And this match,
so now you see why.
Now you see why
it wasn't.
I mean, you see why it wasn't. I think also factor in AEW needed the shot in the arm. Because let's face it, the elite thing and taking over to AEW and all that stuff, it's not really, it's not it, right? There's some people who will put the blame on Swerve because he is the champion, he is the leader, whatever, right? And the rating had. But besides all that,
no matter who the champ was.
But besides all that, this match just delivered in every single aspect, right? There was that spot where Swerve pile drove Ospreay on the freaking on the guardrail. Just the crazy counters back and forth. Just all the near falls near the end. There are moments where you could have thought, Ospreay got this, and it didn't happen. But eventually at the end, Swerve Strickland remains the AEW World Champion. That is, honestly, it was the best decision. It's the best decision because Swerve needed this win. Not just because, oh my God, it's the wrestling match, but also to solidify this run as champion. This was the match. in my opinion. This match was it. What's your thoughts on the match?
Like you said, it delivered in every way possible. Easily match tonight. Like you and piggyback to what you said about Swerve. Yeah, he needed this win. He really did, because he lost to Osprey. Yeah, this title run in the mud. I'm sorry. He needed to get that marquee win against. No offense to Christian Cage. I mean, he just needed this marquee win against someone who they clearly value, one of the highest paid guys in the company. And he was undefeated in AEW. So that's a big win. Yeah, I'm glad he won. Let's see what they do with Swerve next. But it made sense. I see why they did the match now. And like you said, they AEW kind of needed this. They needed something to at least get people going. Will it be a long-term solution after having this match? Or like, what's the next plan? I don't know. Maybe it's Osprey and MJF, most likely. But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, no complaints. Great match.
Yeah, Swerve especially because like Osprey, ever since coming to AEW, he's kind of been overshadowing everyone in terms of his booking, the matches, the performances. And Swerve, one of the themes that I've seen, most people say like he doesn't feel like the main character, even though he's like the world champion. And Swerve, he's done a really good job at like on the promos, at least for Dynamite, reminding himself of all the storylines he wants to interject himself in. He reminded himself about Will, the Blood and Guts, before Blood and Guts was a theme, but him versus the Elite. He'd been calling out the EVPs. And when MJF returned, he's now been mentioning MJF's name. And so Swerve, he's always making sure he's aware of what's going on around him like a world champion. And he really needed this type of performance where he felt bigger than Will Ospreay. And that's what this performance did, where he felt like, yeah, this guy's the world champion. Like Ospreay, great guy, great talent, for sure, future champ. But when you watch this match, they really did a good job at making Swerve feel like the bigger and better star, even though Will Ospreay is probably the bigger name out of both of them. Swerve, sure, yes, he has connections with Rick Ross. He does this theme song with Flash Garman. He brought Mike Jones out there and
Jim
stuff
Jones.
like that.
Jim Jones,
he brought Jim Jones out there and stuff. So he does, and he posed with Floyd Mayweather at the last pay-per-view. I mean, he does all this stuff, and it's like he's in tune with the like what's going on, but it's not like he feels like a bigger star in wrestling compared to Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay feels like the name, that the talent and everything. And Swerve went out there and he really bumped up the level and showed that he's a main eventer. I know a lot of people will talk about the ratings. Look, the ratings are not just superstar things. It's really an overall thing with AEW. It's really just the fact that the product for them is just not an overall, like there's one or two people will tune in to see. And really, to be honest, it's just the overall thing with AEW's ratings. It's just that the show overall is just not that entertaining for most people. Most people have found the show stale, boring, and don't want to watch it anymore. So they've tuned out. Am I one of those people? Some weeks I don't tune in, but most of the weeks I do try my best to tune in. Most of the weeks I do rewatch on DVR. There's a lot of reasons why AEW probably is struggling in the ratings, but I don't blame the wrestlers. I don't think it's really the performers on this. I feel it's more of just the overall product is not as hot as it once was. And, when something's not hot or interesting to talk about with groups of friends or people, most people won't tune in and watch. It's just simple. But yeah, Swerve, he's the world champ now. Most likely will face Cedar Danielson or the wild card who's going to be probably Hangman Adam Page. That's going to be revealed this Wednesday. I think it's going to be Danielson, but Hangman Adam Page would not be a bad person to finish off their trilogy at Wembley. So
I think that's the scenario, honestly. I think it's gonna end up being Hangman and Swerve and Wembley. So again, we'll see how that plays out. But nevertheless, again, good show by AEW at the end of the day. Mike, anything you want to add to this, bro?
I mean, everybody said everything that was needed to be said. few spots that I liked. I liked the double stomps on the announce table from the outside that Swerve did to Osprey. That shit was kind of fucking crazy. Yeah, near falls was good. Yeah, and he established himself last night. It's a good win for him. Can't see what's next for him.
Yeah. I'm reading a comment here. Swerve looks like the total package. The man looks like Mega Rap Star Wrestling. The aura is there.
Yeah,
It is. It
but
is.
you know, it just unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, but fortunately, it's somewhere that he can display this. But he could have been somewhere else bigger. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, they did also announce that they will be doing a joint show with New Japan, also at CMLL and Ring of Honor
They
and
snuck in
Stardom.
Ring of Honor.
They literally snuck in Ring of Honor in this shit. I kid you not, bro. They literally. It's gonna take place on January 5th, 2025. Wrestle Dynasty from the Tokyo Dome. So that should be
This is their forbidden door.
It's basically the show after, I guess, obviously the show after Wrestle Kingdom.
Is Wrestle Kingdom going to be 2 days again, or is it just
one day just one day. They don't do the 2 day no more. If that were the case, they would not be a Wrestle Dynasty. So
okay,
Kingdom Wrestle Dynasty.
But you never know, because didn't they try like a 3-day, and that shit was kind of crazy.
Well, the third day, day 3 was like weeks later in January.
Yeah, but still, they did like a 3-day
I remember that.
thing.
Yeah,
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah. Also, well, that was Forbidden Door. Now I think the next pay-per-view is All In. So they're gonna have a lot of time in their hands to build up. And I think also too, I
Blood
think
and Guts in the middle of July.
Really, bro?
That's just no.
Come on, man. Come on.
He's not.
Man.
Stop being sensitive. He's just saying it's
That's
something
the next
in between.
kind of
It's
big
a special
show,
edition
yeah.
show. It's not a PLE or a pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it.
Which I will say this, I kind of do wish Blood and Guts was an actual pay-per-view. That's just me. Because I don't.
Every match will have to be like a, Tony will get extreme with that type of shit.
No, I say that because when you watch Blood and Guts, the one thing that's annoying, if you're watching it from home, the picture-in-picture commercial, it's annoying.
Yeah.
I kind of wish
having that experience being there in person. Sorry. It's also a guaranteed good show because they put on a good card for a TV show.
Yeah, they do. They do. Also, over the weekend, Paul Heyman was put through a table by the Bloodline.
Yeah.
And MSG.
Yeah.
They did this whole thing near the end where they were going to do like a ceremony here. And Paul Heyman was promised by Solo Sikoa that, Jacob Fatu was not going to be there. Well, that was a lie. Jacob Fatu did show up. Got his entrance and everything, made that walk down in Madison Square Garden, like something I thought would never see. Damn, Walter, okay, save some for the.
Oh shit!
Save some for the dog, bro. Come on, man. Again, just a visual of Jacob Fatu walking down to the ring in MSG was like something I thought I'd never see. Like, damn, this is crazy, And this whole thing led to, I guess, Solo busting out the what do they call it? Delay?
Yeah. But they have a special name for that one though. Chase, do you know the name for that specific way?
Yeah. I forgot that. Let me hold up. The Lula Aki or something like that. Give me 1 second. I was trying to order it from WrestleMania. Ula Pula. The Ula Fula. It's the Ula Fula. That's what it's called. Like something around those names. Yes, the Ula Fula. That represents you're the tribal chief.
Yeah. So basically, he came out with he had in his pocket or in his coat, whatever it may be, and he wanted Paul Heyman, and this is the visual of Paul Heyman, right? And there's the details, like this is how he commits, like he's committed to everything, right? Dude looked like he hadn't shaved in weeks.
Yeah.
He looked like he hadn't even slept in days, bro.
He's good for doing that type of stuff. He did that before when the tribal chief made his return the first time.
Yeah,
And he snapped, like he looked like shit for like the past 2 weeks.
Gray hair.
When he came back, black hair, looked good in the face. He looked younger. He looked so bad on SmackDown.
Exactly, yeah. Of course. And all this goes down, right? So Solo wants Paul Heyman to acknowledge him, that being Solo Sikoa, as the tribal chief. And for those of you that have been watching for the last couple of weeks, Paul Heyman he's fearing for his life.
Yeah.
By his new bloodline, right? He's fearing for his life. And you can just tell the tears are coming down, and he tells him, I love you, Solo, but I acknowledge that you are not my tribal chief, and this leads to a beating. They literally beat the bricks off Paul Heyman in MSG. Yeah. You got to remember too, at the end of the day, I know when you think of Paul Heyman, you think Paul Heyman, Philadelphia, but there's also Paul Heyman, New York, because he is from New York. Young Paul Heyman used to go to MSG, take photographs of the wrestlers for this magazine and all that stuff. So, just everything just about it, right? Getting beat up by the bloodline. And then you see them power bombing him through the announcer's table. And it looked to me like the back of his head hit like a part of the chair. So they took him out. Overall, listen, very well done. Very well done. I know there's like a 6-man tag happening at Money in the Bank. It's Cody, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton versus the bloodline of Solo, I guess, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. There's people saying that at SummerSlam, it was you, Walter, who suggested this idea. Walter, I think it was you who brought up the rumor, or it was you who brought it up. That it was gonna be Solo and Cody at SummerSlam, and that's when Roman makes his return. And then that's when we're off to the races. That's when the Civil War will finally go to that next
Survivor Series, most likely.
Yeah, War Games.
Yes.
Should be epic.
Ospreay definitely winning this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite against Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, imagine losing 2 matches in a row.
It's funny enough, they showed Daniel Garcia sitting there in the sweet box, and
I was gonna mention that, but I didn't want to overdo it, because that's why do you even set him up for failure every single time? He has nothing to do.
And then you showed MJF just sitting there, just watching on a monitor.
Now that's understandable. If you showed him and maybe somebody else that's actually in this picture, Daniel Garcia's what?
Well, because
weeks and I know he's still not.
Yeah, because it's all based off last week when MJF challenged. I don't even know what happened. MJF challenged Daniel Garcia for a match at All In. That's what happened.
I guess so, but it's
Ospreay said, "I'm gonna give you a title match, bro."
Now, are we really you really think we're gonna get MJF and Daniel Garcia at All In?
No. That's why I think it was stupid that MJF resorted to that level to challenge Daniel Garcia. What is this MJF? This is not the MJF I know. What the fuck is this?
This nice guy MJF. I like MJF. He's a great talent and everything. He's probably my favorite AEW wrestler. He needs to go back to being a heel. Babyface MJF just isn't it. I'm just appalled. He's when he was trying to hype up Daniel Garcia, I was just goddamn, bro, you're doing your best, but I do not believe one word you're saying about this guy. Like, I really don't. Like, I really am hoping that as you're hyping up, it goes, that's what I should be saying, but you're really a complete loser. So I don't really mean any of it. I was hoping he would say something like that, but no. He was like trying to offer him a match at Wembley Stadium. I'm like, wait, Daniel fucking Garcia, out of all the people you want to offer, MJF, like, what are we saying? Like, I get it. Garcia has a huge match with Will Ospreay this week. So, and like Jose has put in the chat, MJF cost Ospreay international title, set up MJF versus Will at All In. I could also see MJF versus Will at All In for the title. That's something that I could definitely see as well. But yeah, no, MJF, he needs to go back to being a heel. I need MJF. I don't like this babyface MJF. It doesn't work. It worked with the Adam Cole thing. Like, it was funny with the Adam Cole thing. That worked. I like the better than you baby stuff. But MJF, a babyface without like having another good cop with him, it just doesn't work.
Fair enough here. I'm going through Twitter now. I'm seeing here per PW Insider. Now, there's been talks about this, I think, like a week ago. I don't know how it happened, but this is per PW Insider now. According to multiple sources, Mercedes Moné was seen this morning with none other than Shane McMahon at LaGuardia Airport in New York City. They were seen speaking on their way to their respective flight. One source confirmed that they did had conversations about AEW.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, this whole discussion of Shane going to AEW, like, it's just more for a lot of people. Like, all you see is happening, guys. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
I mean, Tony hasn't flat out denied that he'll
never met
come,
him. Never met him in his life.
Never met him, but he says, you never say never, but I don't see what's the point of Shane being there. So
Never met him in his life.
Daniel
Garcia is being forced down our throats by Khan.
I don't hate. I think Daniel Garcia is a good talent. They just don't know how to present him.
It's an on-off momentum with
Yeah.
him.
And you can't just skyrocket him like that. That's the problem.
It was so stupid, Sean. It's like, why are you even showing him like in this? What? Like, no.
Yeah. What else happened? What else happened here? Let's see. What else is going on in the news here? Wrestling news wise, if you will. Oh yeah. Fuck. I don't forget this. Over the weekend as well, Dijak got released.
His contract didn't get renewed. Come on, man.
Well, his contract didn't get renewed, but however you want to spin it, okay?
No,
he's not in the Fed anymore.
Release is different. Release is when they're still under contract and they let them go. His contract expired.
Yeah, his contract expired on the 28th of June. So it's funny enough. On the day on Steve Day, I'm on Twitter. I see Dijak posted a tweet. It was Steve Day. What?
What day?
My birthday. Okay, it was my birthday. Right, and he posted a tweet out. He posted a tweet literally on June 27th that said the following quote here. And I guess what he did, like, he typed something out, like a letter thing, right? Hear the truth. WWE never negotiated with me. We attempted to negotiate, and they stonewalled us. They never made a single offer. Then they informed me they would not renew my contract at the 11th hour. 2 months ago, I was in one of the best matches in NXT history. And on top of that, in a top match at WrestleMania weekend. And on that day, a top executive in WWE told me I was crushing it, and I was stated to feud for the NXT title, but I got called up to Ronstadt. I consistently outperformed everyone's expectations, especially throughout 2023 and early 2024. I never complained about anything, or it was difficult to work with. I tirelessly pitch ideas to anyone who would listen. As recently as the day before, I was notified I never once missed a booking, and I was injured one time in 7 years for 3 months. I'm thankful, disappointed, but also excited. This has lit a fire under me to relentlessly prove myself to the world. All I ever wanted was a fair shot, and now I have the opportunity to go out there and take it. That's enough talk. Now it's time to do or die, Jack. My last day under WWE contract is June 28th, which happened a couple days ago. And it's so on his emails and get ready to feast your fucking eyes. Donovan Dijak. Now, it is kind of fucked up. Like, bro, they call you up to the main roster, right? On the draft. Not even at the supplemental draft. Not even like big time draft. This is like supplemental draft.
I bet he knew he was fucked when that happened.
Yeah, he knew he was fucked. Like, he knew he was fucked. Because, like, his deal was about to expire, right? They call you up. Not only that, but they film it. They put it on their social media, right? Yeah. And they do nothing with him. They do nothing. Like, granted, he had arguably one of the best matches of WrestleMania weekend this past spring, right? That triple threat match with Obafemi and Josh Briggs. And it's like, how do you not do anything with this guy? What are we doing? Right? But I think, Chase, this is what you said, I think also on Twitter, this is how TKO operates.
Yep.
The
UFC things. This is what they do. I can give you 3 examples of UFC fighters and all different stories. We have to look at Rory McDonald, who was a top contender for the UFC welterweight title, and they decided, no, we don't want you no more. Let them fight Wonderboy Thompson, and didn't renew his contract. Said, we don't need you. We have plenty of Rory McDonalds. That's how they look at Dijak. They say we have plenty of Dijaks. They had Colby Covington, who they weren't going to renew his contract because he was a boring wrestler. Colby Covington calls Brazil a dump, and they renew his contract right then and there. Most recently, Ilya Taporia, who, by the way, if you go on UFC's website, is a champion, did not have a contract before facing Alexander Volkanovski, was a free agent, and they recently got him re-signed. So they just operate on a different thing. They look at their value, and they look at it and they say, what value does Dijak provide? And I'm just going to be honest here. Like, I'll be honest when it comes to Dijak. He's a good talent, but we're going to be like this 6 months from now about this guy. This guy, AEW world champion, 6 months from now. He go to TNA, help TNA get more viewers. Like, I'm just being real here when it comes to Dijak. Like, people were acting like WWE's letting go of this, like, crazy great talent. And I'm all here like, the guy's been in developmental how long? He was on the main roster, couldn't do anything. Yes, granted, got a shit gimmick. We'll say yes, Retribution. Yeah, T-bar. But then he goes back, he does his thing. But we're really acting like this is like when Sandow got released and everyone couldn't understand. And now where's Aaron Stevens now? I don't even know the name. Like, remember name? I forgot the name. You probably were saying, oh yeah, the initial reactions, people are upset. People are mad. It's just one of those things. People are mad because someone lost their job. Absolutely cool. Go get mad at maybe a coworker that's down the street probably lost their job. There's people getting laid off every fucking day. Go get mad for those companies. Dijak, the beautiful thing about him is that he's able to find work right away. As a pro wrestler, he gets to use the WWE name and be able to find work. And he's he's like a mid-level star when it comes. For most independents, probably a big star, but he's a mid-level star in terms of WWE. But yeah, I think it was. I just saw people like acting like they lost like this great WrestleMania main eventer, and so like if this was Braun Breaker, yeah, we're talking, but this is Donovan Dijak, bro. Like what are we talking about here? Like this guy is a solid talent. This guy is fine, but people were acting like WWE didn't re-sign a future main event or a future world champion. And like I said, if he went to I understand Ricochet, people being upset they don't re-sign Ricochet. That makes more sense. Ricochet has name value, wrestled Logan Paul, part of viral moments in wrestling history. Dijak literally's best matches with Keith fucking Lee. Besides that triple threat, it's with Keith fucking Lee. 6 months from now, I'm being dead honest. do you see if you're Tony Khan, you signed Dijak, are you telling Swerve, sorry guys, sorry Swerve, I just signed fucking Dijak. I gotta make him world champion. Are you telling Okada, I know you've been doing great with the Continental Classic, but I just signed fucking Dijak. That's what literally people are acting like Dijak is. And it's like, look, I get it. You're mad he didn't get re-signed. That's totally fine. But people are acting but people are acting.
Want Dijak? They were chanting that.
No, but people are acting like this guy is some like this was like a crazy loss on WWE's behalf. Like holy shit, I can't believe you didn't resign him. Like, what are we talking about here? For real.
Yeah,
I understand.
Hashtag we want Dijak.
Oh, that's a clip.
Weren't they cheering on SmackDown? We want Dijak. They were.
What does he even do? What does
Oh,
he even do?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like Ricochet, understandable. I can understand people are upset that he did get resigned. It's just, like, I'm sorry. Like, are you going to tell Chris Jericho, sorry, Jericho, FTW champion, we just signed that? No companies do it. And that's why I was like, when I was reading the responses, I was like, bro, y'all are really like that turnover over fucking Dijak out of all people. Like, you acting like I get it if it was someone with that potential. Dijak been with the company since like 2019. Kenny Omega has been burying this motherfucker for like the last few years, talking about this guy. He don't like this guy. I swear, man.
Oh man, yeah, they signed.
Shit,
They signed.
Breaking news: they signed
Breaking news. Don't.
Bro, we gotta clip that. And
funny enough,
sign somewhere. You gotta post a clip. Like, guys, we just signed fucking Dijak.
But funny enough, you know how like back then when during an AEW pay-per-view, Tony Khan would come out, middle of a show, and he would announce their newest signing. They don't do that no more. They don't do that.
Last one was probably what, Jay Lethal. Look how that turned out.
Damn, I'll be respectful. But imagine they bring out Dijak. Oh man.
Whoa. They'll use his real name.
Well, yeah, they can probably go back
Donovan
to
Dijak.
I thought it was Dominic Dijakovic.
That was the Fed name.
That was the Fed name? Okay.
That was one of his Fed names.
People were mad. Oh, Dominic Dijak. Why are you changing his name? I don't know. IP? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I was just like, I'm just being serious. When I saw people's reactions, I was just like, God, we're acting like this is like the biggest loss in WWE. Like seriously, like WWE let go of bigger stars throughout all the years, but it's like whenever WWE doesn't re-sign someone, everyone takes it. It's like so weird. It's like, who cares? They're a business at the end of the day. Like if AEW doesn't re-sign Penta in September, I'm not like, oh, how could they not re-sign Penta? It's like, no, they don't want to re-sign Penta. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. But Pentagon will find a job, just like Dijak will find a job. But when people act like they lost some big star, it's like ridiculous. Like especially if, like, let's say if Penta left AEW. Let's be real. What's Penta been for AEW? Tag champ, trios champ. Okay, cool, fine. That's it.
Yeah, basically it. That's pretty much, and also someone like Penta, he might be counting the days too. He's probably counting the days.
He is. He's not. I don't think he's coming back.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
You don't think he's
what
back?
else is there for him to do? Tony don't treat him as a single star. Don't matter.
I guess so. But I think it's about that time. Yeah.
Put a bow on this.
Yeah, we might put a bow on the Chief right here. Dijak will always be T-Bar, to be honest.
No, not T-Bar.
Why not? Come on, Retribution. It's funny. When we think about the pandemic and wrestling, I just look back to Retribution, man. Retribution. Retribution, man. Get them.
They set all those guys up to fail. Are they all released now? I think they're all released.
Yeah, all of them are
Except
gone.
for Michin.
Michin.
Michin. Forgot about Michin.
She's the sole survivor, bro. She is the sole survivor.
Yeah,
Mace is gone. Slapjack is gone.
T-Bar is now gone.
Mercedes, T-Bar's now gone. Mercedes Martinez was there for a hot second.
Oh, yeah. And then she said, fuck this.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that shit. Yeah, everyone's gone. The only one left is Michin.
Yeah, it's Michin.
The only one that's left.
Yep.
But that's going to be it for us, guys. Much love to all of you who stuck around with us and all that fun stuff. And we'll be back, I would say, tomorrow for Raw Rundown. Being that it's the 4th of July week, there will not be a sad this Thursday. There will not be a sad. Oh, my God. I'm shocker. I know. There will be no sad on Thursday. It's 4th of July, guys. Come on. I know y'all going to go out, so we'll let y'all enjoy your 4th of July. And all that fun stuff. So there's that too. But much love to all of you. Again, as always, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share with all your friends and all that fun stuff. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT.Network. Follow me on X at Heel Steven. Chase, let them know where can they check you out. And where can the man who's running for president, of course, that is, right? So
yeah, you guys can follow me on X at ChaseOliver68, YouTube.com, chilling with Chase.
There you go. And of course, Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out, brother.
And you can check me out on X, Detroit Gamer 313.
And of course, Walter.
Yep, on X at Ham Walter.
There you go. All right, guys, that's going to be it for us. Thank you all for watching. You guys are awesome as always. For myself, for Chase, for Big Mike, for Walter, this has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, y'all.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.